bowed his head in deference. "Thank you, Brother Horn." Eliza's black hair swayed as she tut-tutted back in her familiar den mother role. "I told you to be careful, Andy. You don't want to head down that road." "What road?" "You have to live a little, Liz. Anyway, when you're a huge name, Breezy, I know you'll pay me back with front-row tickets for life." They shared a laugh, the common soundtrack to life at college. Except this time it petered out, almost as if the soundtrack was entering its coda. Bree's tears returned. "So, when do you leave, Link?" Lincoln's enthusiasm bounded into the conversation. "Eliza and I leave in 2 weeks. I can't wait to start building the school in Uganda. Now that graduation is out of the way, we can really focus on changing the world, you know? And I've got a big surprise planned for us." Bree patted Lincoln's arm with a quizzical glare at Eliza, who rejected her plea with the tiniest shake of her head. A frown cut through Lincoln's wide-eyed innocence. "What?" Eliza crinkled her nose. "I need to postpone the Africa trip for a while." Lincoln's mouth dropped open, and Bree squeezed his waist. "Something's come up, an internship in fashion, and it just feels like the smart move is to take it. Maybe we can talk about going out and changing the world after that's over." Lincoln's grin slid from his face as he folded his muscular arms. "When did this come up?" Eliza looked away at the dispersing crowd as Andy nudged her. "Good for you, Liz. I'm so proud of you." A thin smile settled on Eliza's face as she studied the ground. "Thanks, Andy. You're a pal." Silence descended on the foursome, unheard of in the non-stop chatter since that chance grouping in their first anthropology project in Professor Snowden's classroom, and cemented in mind-numbing lectures, which had forged a 4-year friendship and one romance. Bree shifted the conversational gears to kickstart the conversation that was grinding to a halt. "You guys have gotten me through college. That won't stop, will it?" Eliza left Lincoln's brow-knotted grimace unreturned. "Of course not. Let's just enjoy the moment. Aren't we celebrating at Andy's place?" Andy grinned. "It will be my pleasure to host my favorite Flagstaff College alumni with all the food and drink money can buy, courtesy of the little birdie Lincoln knows inside our basketball program." Bree frowned at Eliza. "How will we make sure we won't drift apart?" "We'll make it work. We don't have to be in each other's pockets to still be in each other's lives. Enjoy the opportunity in New York." Andy smoothed his oversized gown. "If Bree's worried we'll lose touch, and I don't think she has any reason to be, let's put something in place to catch up in, 10, 15 years? We can share our stories of greatness and how we got there." Bree wiped away another tear. "What, like a dinner?" Andy guffawed. "A dinner? You'll be a famous musician by then, so you can pay for us all to travel to the other side of the world." Bree waved off Andy's enthusiasm, which only drew another finger waggle from Eliza. "You won't get that recording contract if you don't start believing in yourself." Lincoln leveled a pleading look at Eliza, who mouthed back, "Not now." Andy snapped his fingers. "Why don't we go back to the beginning? In that very first project in anthropology class, we studied Outback Australia. What do you think about heading there?" Bree shuddered. "All those spiders and snakes? Are you sure it will be safe?" "You're presuming we'll survive the next 15 years. Andy thrust his hand to the middle of their circle. "So what do you say? Who's in?" Bree's smile emerged through the tears as she placed her hand on top, followed by Eliza's. Lincoln's hand was the last to join, his brow furrowed as he failed to catch Eliza's eye. Eliza looked around the circle with a frown. 15 years? That's our 30s. Middle age. That's so far into the future. Lincoln forced a smile.